morning. Again, Monday morning webinar with the Funding Connection. So let's see that everything is working and that I am on our Facebook page live. Yeah, looks like this. Okay. So when you can hear and see me, let me just see, then just please let me know. Oh, let me just see, I want to keep this other one open. Sometimes I have some problems with reading all your comments, so that is better like this. Where are we? Okay, 2 people are there, lovely. Just drop me a comment, let me know that you can hear me, that you can see me. Maybe let me know also from where you are joining us, that would be lovely. And then we will start. Let me just start with introducing myself. I know we always have some new visitors and followers here, so good morning and definitely welcome. My name is Dagmar Breiling-Marie. I'm the CEO and the funding strategist here at Funding Connection. And what do? We are a private consulting firm and we assist entrepreneurs to raise capital. We do that for startups and also, of course, for expansions. We always assess first your venture, have a look at if it is fundable. Keep in mind, not all great business ideas are fundable. If we determine that it is fundable and there are some potential funds available for you, then we can offer you to draft your business plan, in some cases a feasibility study, company profile, financial forecast. We always have a look at what the financier or funder really wants to see. And then in the second step, we can also assist you with the capital raising or the application process. And that means filling out the forms, compiling all the documentations, and the most important part definitely is to make sure that everything is consistent, that the information in the business plan and in the financial forecast is supported by the documentations we then submit to the financiers. All the government institutions usually like to work with us. They know our packages are well presented and complete. There is no coming backwards and forwards. This is missing, this is outdated, this doesn't make any sense. So we make sure that everything is really self-explanatory, I think is the right word. And that makes their processes, of course, also easy. They just can tick all the boxes and then say yes. It shortens their time they need to and the effort they need to put into one application. Because keep in mind, they have some goals, they have some KPIs, what they need to achieve every quarter, and so we try to make it as easy as possible also for them. Okay, but of course you as our client, it will definitely increase your chances dramatically and speed up processes too. Yes, Alex, good morning, and Gold Baloy, good morning. You can hear me, lovely. That is absolutely great. Okay, so why did I come up with the pitch decks this for today? Because was it last week? No, the week before I was a panelist, and we had 23 entrepreneurs, trading entrepreneurs, please. They needed to pitch. It was a competition to pitch. And I just wanted, number one, to share a little bit my experience and my observations with you, so that if you are in a competition, you make sure that you prevent all their mistakes or shortcomings. And but of course also we have a look at, and will also part of it will focus on, okay, you need a pitch deck, you need to pitch to an investor. What do you need to do? PK Lily, okay, also there. Good morning, welcome here. Okay, so just from my overview of what I experienced there at the pitch deck competition is the DOT, that was in conjunction DOT and CEDA, and they gave all their entrepreneurs a clear brief what needs to be covered in a pitch deck. Yeah, I think it was 14 topics they needed to cover, and if this is your brief, let me tell you, be as close as possible to the brief. Don't try to now get creative, and because for us as judges, each of them had 5 minutes. They needed to cover 14 points, and we had a spreadsheet and needed to judge and give out points between, I think, 1 and 10 for them. And if you're now jumping all around, you make it really exhausting for the judge. Yeah. So if the first one says introduce yourself, the second one says introduce your business and tell your story, the third one says talk about your product, make slides accordingly. Yeah, you want to make it as easy as possible and for everybody, and that is important. Number two is what I saw by from lots of them was definitely that they use their phone for the notes. It's a 5-minute presentation, people. Okay, it is about your business. You should know this by heart. Yeah. And if it is a competition, and I definitely would make sure that I can talk for 5 minutes about what my business, and I know exactly what I want to talk about it. You have the slides in any case, you know, and there you on the slides you can see, and it also happens to me, I'm seeing a slide and I don't know what to talk about it, or what I wanted to talk about, you know, and then I just can talk, have a look at the slide and see what's happening there, and then I remember, yeah. But don't read each and every word from the slides. Don't read each and every word from your phone. One lady was there, absolutely amazing. It was a lovely story, yeah. In between, she lost a little bit her red thread, but then she found it back again and finished off nicely. It was not, okay, so my name is, my business does this. It was really like an essay. I love that. So it's not everybody's strength, I understand, but still make sure you are able to, if you need to present your pitch deck, you can talk about it and you don't need to read any notes. Yeah. I had another, so we had last week, one of our clients had a meeting with CIFA regarding the committee wanted to talk to them and just see and meet them, and they were also a little bit worried and asked me, can't you be with us? And I said, let's be honest, I am there, of course, if you need me, but CIFA will lend you the money, not me. You know, you make the good impression. Most of the questions I'm 100% sure you will be able to answer, yeah, because they also had the opportunity to answer some questions after their presentations. And if there's anything, you are in a situation, you're pitching your business, you're pitching your investment opportunity to somebody, you do not know an answer, don't panic. Yeah, just say, okay, I'm not 100% sure at the moment. Can I send that? Can I come back to you later? Yeah, because everybody will understand that in a situation like this, you're nervous. There is maybe something, you know, where you didn't think about it. You are not 100% sure at that time. That is absolutely not a problem. You can just say, yes, I can send you that information. Please allow me to send you that information later on via email. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah? So if you answer every question like this, then there's a problem, So, but in general, that is definitely not a problem. You can do that. Yes, make sure you know your numbers. Absolutely important if you're pitching. You have an understanding about what you want to achieve, and you have an understanding about the business model. That's what financiers usually want to know. Yeah, they will not really ask too much about your story and why and how. Most financiers will have a look at the numbers at the end. Okay, so these were a couple of things. Let me just think about it. What else? Read the description. What the organizer of this competition really wants to know from you. Yeah. So we had a couple of times where in a pitch deck, usually there is what problems are you solving for your clients, or what are the problems for your clients and how do you solve these problems. And lots, funny enough, not only one, but a few of the entrepreneurs mix that up and mention the problems they are having and the problems the organization they are presenting it to can solve. Yeah, that was not the question. Be careful, be clear about, read what they want, take your time, don't rush these presentations. Risky scenario, ask somebody, in your, and these were, I don't know, it was a group of people. They would have easily been able just to say, okay, can I present that to you? Let's work together, and you can present to me, and we just can discuss how we understood each of the topics they want to know from us. Yeah. That was one thing. Yes, some topics were not even covered in some of the presentations, and instead of saying I'm not really looking for finance, they just skipped the slide. So why would you do that? This is a requirement. You need to say, okay, so yes, the next one would be about how much capital I need, but we are well off, we are on our way, we do not need capital at the moment. Because it was a competition, it was not about how to raise capital, but there are a couple of other things, maybe also about your history. Yes, we haven't traded, so now that's why I haven't mentioned anything. But still, you can say, okay, these are the things we have achieved already. Yeah, be a little bit proactive and creative, and put some effort and some love into a presentation like this. Let me see, is there anything else? I think these were the most important parts I could see. Oh, and then yes, you are presenting these things in your own time, and you watch your time. So exactly, they all had 5 minutes, these are 5 minutes, this is what I need to achieve in these 5 minutes. And make sure you're pacing yourself and you know exactly how much you can talk, so that some people were, I think, on slide number 8 or something like this, and they had still 6 more to go because they took too much time in the first slide. I personally, what I usually do if I'm timing myself and preparing a workshop, I'm having a look how many slides I have, and then I say, okay, so this is the time I want to present, and I say, okay, I have per slide 5 minutes. So, and I am of course aware of that some slides taking a little bit longer, some slides are a little bit faster, but I know then on slides slide, not slice, slide 10, I have done now 5 minutes each, so 50 minutes. So on average, I should be there after 50 minutes. Yeah. This is how I personally manage my own time, and if you have 14 slides, you have 5 minutes, then you know you have, I don't know, what, 30 seconds per slide or 40 seconds or something like this. Yeah? So this is how you can pace yourself, how you can also control yourself, give yourself a little bit of, how do you say that? So some guidance for yourself. This is how you're preparing things like that. Yeah? A pitch deck. Yes. Okay, so now this is what I just wanted to share about the experience I had there. It can be a competition. You're doing these pitch deck competitions. Definitely was a learning curve for all of them. They could also, of course, see, you know, so this is how somebody else did it. I like this. I didn't like that. That and most people haven't seen pitch decks and heard that before. So I'm sure for most of them it was the first time, but then you can also say, I like this, I didn't like this, okay, I don't do it like this the next time, I will put more emphasis on that part, I like this, how she or he presented that, you know, so it guides you a little bit and helps you. And even if it is a competition for raising some funds, and some prices and some prize money maybe, again, these are definitely tips you can use to increase your chances dramatically. In general, I would say be a little bit more prepared for most of them. Yeah, let me see. Think yes, yes, there were lots of people put lots of effort into it, but I think they just, yeah, they forgot that they needed to present it, and that this is a scary experience. I know out of my own experience, and yes. So what I know from me is, if I want to present and be at this level, my preparation need to be at that level. Because if I am nervous, I'm falling down on that level. I know other people are different. They are usually at this level, and when they are presenting and the adrenaline is pumping through their body, they are at that level. Yeah? But you know this best. How you manage these things. So, and that's why you then just need to say, okay, and let's be honest, being over prepared is also good, can't be wrong. Oh yes, and one thing is, what a couple of them did is, and I personally like this specifically for this competition, they came in their work clothes. Yeah. So because that made it lots of easy for all of us. They came onto the stage, we knew, we had already an idea what they are doing, because I had also, I think, one, definitely maybe two, where they went through the presentation and I still at the end of the presentation was not 100% sure what they were offering. And let me tell you, that happens to me also when I read business plans. Yeah. So I'm reading, and thinking, okay, they are in this industry. Are they offering this product? Oh no, maybe they're doing this service. You know, so, and even at the end, then I'm going, sometimes I have the financial forecast there, and then I see that these are the products or services they offer, or it's still just, we are making $1 million sales per month, and I still don't know what they offer. Yeah. So these are most important parts in the pitch deck. Okay, so now, are there any questions at the moment? You are so silent here. Let me just see. We have a couple of people in there. Yes. So if you're doing a pitch deck and now you want to pitch to an investor, you also always, Alex, how do we access those pitching opportunities? Google it, Alex. The internet is amazing, yeah? So have a look for competitions, have a look at your product or services, and then you just need to Google these things. This internet is definitely amazing, yeah? And there are a couple of competitions always coming up. I know that I'm getting lots of opportunities for everything innovation and invention. I'm sharing this in most cases only through my social media, and there you will also, if I find something, I will share this information. But how do I find it? I'm googling it, and also you can even set up a Google alert, so you give a couple of words into it, competition or pitch, and then for your industry, and then just see what comes up. This is how I'm getting also information. I have a couple of Google alerts just to make sure that I'm receiving this information whenever things come up. Are there some lots of things where I think not relevant, not relevant, not relevant? Yes, but I still find in between these information I am looking for. Yeah. And now, so let's go back. So if you need to do a pitch deck because you have a potential investor, and pitch decks are also a nice opportunity. Keep in mind, if you want to raise capital, most government institutions also expect some own contribution. Yeah. So, and I know that not everybody of us has a couple of 100,000 rand in their savings account, or in their kitty. So now you need to think about and be creative. You have a great business idea, you have a great business plan, and now you need this own contribution. You need to find an investor to cover this portion. Yeah. And that is where then a pitch deck comes into place, where you then just can say, here, this is what I want to do, this is what I have to offer, this is how much money I need, this is how much profits we will make, and this is what I can offer you to be either a shareholder or a partner. And I personally would always go have a look at my customers and clients you want to service, or have a look at your suppliers. And here South Africa offers lots of enterprise supplier development programs, and or only enterprise development programs. So, and then you can see if you can't fit in there, and with a nice pitch deck, instead of just going there and say, oh, I need 300,000 rand, I want to do this, and you are looking more professional, more well prepared if you go there with a pitch deck, and you can email these pitch decks to people, and they're always like a carrot, so a pitch deck is not a fully fledged business plan. A pitch deck is, this is what we want to do, this is our business model, and if somebody says it's interesting, in most cases they say, I want to see the full business plan. Yeah. So a pitch deck should be always a couple of pages to raise interest and some appetite, and then you can say, okay, here is this business plan where you find more details. Alex, how much will it cost to do business? I assume you mean a business plan, Alex. It depends on how much capital you want to raise. You find all our information definitely on our website. I'm just giving you here now one price for investments between 200,000 rand and R1 million. Our business plan, including the financial forecast, is 6,000 rand, and there's an additional fee if you want our service to raise the capital. Yeah? Yes. Alex, I understood that you mean the plan. Yeah? So, but you find all the information up to 10 million rand. You find all the information, all prices on our website. Everything above 10 million rand, I always have a look at it and quote individually. Yeah, it can be that you say, okay, now I want to deliver our product into Germany, India, and the US. We always need then to add different market researchers, have a look at different rules and regulations in these different countries. That makes it a little bit, our research and our time we are spending on your plan will be definitely bigger than if you say we want to do everything here in South Africa. Yeah, and that's why we do individual quotes, because usually up to 10 million rand in most cases you are only in South Africa in the first place. Yeah, and then later on you only start and thinking about expanding. Okay, so yes, what I wanted to offer you is, because we had a couple of times where people said, Dagmar, these half an hour webinars are just too short, we want to have that a little bit longer, a little bit more detailed. So we created some courses here for you. This is not a course, it's a live event, okay? And I'm just sharing the link with you. There will be one about how to develop a pitch deck. James will do that together with you. It's a 1.5 hour live webinar where you can ask all the questions, and where he also shares with how to create this. Yeah, so we want really, I know that not everybody is able to afford our services. We still want you to be able to do that on your own with the highest chance to succeed. That's why we do these things. Yeah. Alex, okay, what happens if you don't have offtake agreements as a startup in the retail space? In the retail space, you can't have offtake agreements. Yeah, offtake agreements is only between business to business. So that means you need to have a strong feasibility study. It depends on if you are, let's say you do a franchise in a mall, then we definitely get some information from the mall, the visitors, how much they're spending in these malls. Yeah? Okay, Alex, I think these are really individual questions. Please do me a favor, just go to, the easiest way for you is definitely connect here via Facebook Messenger. Cherise is there on the other side, and then you can ask her all the questions and also about the additional services what we offer. She will first ask you questions and then say, okay, this is the best way forward for you. Yeah? So that, and then because we have a look at what you really need. Yeah, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to offer you now, let's do a pitch deck, a company profile, and I have no idea what else. And but the financier you want to go with, you don't need the pitch deck, you don't need the company profile. It makes no sense. Yeah. Okay. So, and you always can, of course, go to our website itself, www.fundingconnection.co.za. There is a contact page where you can contact us. There's also, when we are open during our opening hours, you can also use the chat button, and there's also a WhatsApp option, and this is definitely something where you can quick communicate with us. In most cases it's Cherise, in some cases it's Kamal, who will guide you there and tell you your next step. Yeah, in some cases it means we are not the right person for you, you should be recommend go somewhere else. Okay, so if it's under 200,000 rand, I don't feel comfortable to offer you any of our services. I don't think we are adding that much value for your business, and then we just recommend you other institutions. They can help you there for free, or we can say, okay, this would be your next step and this is what we can offer you. And if you say this is in order, we send you a quotation and then we can help you. We need between 5 to 14 working days for business plans, depending on the complexity of your business. So, and same thing for feasibility studies. We have an express service. Some people say, oh, Dagmar, I need this in 3 days, you know. So I just always have a look at it and say, okay, so are we able to deliver in these 3 days? And say, yes, we need this by then we are able to deliver that service in 3 days. We may have an additional fee for it. It just depends also on how busy we are here on our side and how complex, of course, your venture is. Yeah? Dima, it's clear and informative. I will follow up on call. Lovely. Yes, please do so. Use this. Ask us questions. Ask us individual questions. Also, when you see that later on, I know not everybody is able to watch the webinar on a Monday morning at 10 o'clock, but that's why our webinars are always on our Facebook page, so you always can have a look and go back there. If you want to do your own pitch deck, you need a little bit more guidance, what needs to be in there, how to structure it. We have some templates for you, and it's a nice software we are also using. It's a free software we will recommend to you, so that you then can do this on your own, in your own time, and create your pitch deck you require to either way for competition, to raise some capital for your startup in general, or maybe to raise your own contribution, because you know you will be able to raise the financing with government institutions. Yeah? Okay, so half an hour later, I think I answered here all the questions you had. If there's anything else, you have all our contact details in the comments, and I hope this was really helpful and informative for you. We see us definitely next week, Monday again. I'm wishing you an absolutely successful new week, and we will see us soon. Bye.